All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. We've got Kristaps Porzingis, DeAnthony Melton out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's Green, and it's Santos in at the 3. And for Detroit, Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Then it's Duncan Robinson, then it's Duren, and it's Jenkins in at the point. When it comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
Duren up top. Pass to Harris. Into the lane. And Harris throws it down.
Well, that's a nice burst of quickness and the added power on that drive by Harris.
Now here's Curry. Melton passes to Porzingis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Melton. They grab their own miss. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
An authoritative play by Porzingis, dominating the glass and getting the second chance look.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Harris outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Harris has got 5 points.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
And the basket by Curry.
And that's the competitive fire Steph Curry plays with. You just knew he was going to have an answer there.
Pass to Thompson. Thompson, a screen on Curry. And here's Harris. Takes a 3. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. We talked about the challenge of facing off with Steph Curry, the three-point king. Coach said it's not just the threes that are concerned with Steph. It's how well he passes the ball. He's one of the best point guards ever, and Curry will get everyone else involved. Brian, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. So it's Detroit now, following the score by Golden State. And here's Harris outside. Thompson passes to Duren. Tries again. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Yeah, almost impossible to stop Duren inside. Wow, just wow.
And defense has been the strength of the Warriors. So what do they need offensively, Tim?
Well, B.A., they need more consistent scoring outside of Steph Curry. Jimmy Butler certainly has helped, but to win at the highest level, it requires more than one three-level scorer.
Here's Jenkins. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Pass to Robinson. Launches a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
Now here's Green. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Santos can't get it to go.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Thompson finds Duren. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
Melton outside. Pass to Curry. Porzingis sets a screen. Curry's shot is off. Detroit has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Green with the defensive effort.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Here's Curry. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
Well, he's cooking now. That's 3 out of 4 here at the start.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Harris. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Harris has got 7 points.
Yeah, Harris has that big, strong frame, and he knows how to overpower even tight defense.
Here's Santos, defended by Thompson. Pass to Curry. From 15 feet away. That won't go either for Curry.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Harris outside. Screen by Robinson. And Tobias Harris, good for 3. 10 points for him.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Curry passes to Porzingis. Curry looking it over. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, there is no distance outside of Curry's range. That makes him one of the most difficult covers in the history of this league.
Pass to Harris. This one for 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Turin with a steal. Here's Jenkins. Harris outside. Detroit moving the ball around. Jenkins' shot is good.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Melton against Robinson. Outside, Green. Off target with the 3. Detroit leading by 5. Here's Jenkins. Here's Harris. And the layup is good off the glass.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Launches it from deep. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Curry's got 14 points.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. With only 1 game left, let's take a look at what the final standings could look like out east. You look at Detroit, final stretch of the season, they've got the #1 seed and have shown no signs of giving it up.
Well, I think for Detroit, they're still on top, and of course they're looking to stay there. Just one more challenge to remain the cream of the crop.
And here's Duren, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. Green against Harris. There's the triple. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
Well, you can't give Tobias Harris that look from beyond the arc.
Warriors trail by 7. Tim, talk about what Tobias Harris has brought to the Detroit Pistons.
Well, Brian, he has just stabilized them on the floor. And Coach Bickerstaff said it best. Harris knows what the game needs, and he has the versatility to get it done.
Now here's Melton. No points so far. Shot clock at 3. Here's Curry. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Harris down low. Green covering. Harris on the wing. 15 points in the game. Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. And he just gets the job done.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. All right, Tim, the postseason not far off. Team still jockeying for position down the final stretch.
And just like on the track, don't look behind you, just focus on yourself, or you might find yourself on the wrong side of a photo finish.
Got to run through the tape. Get yourself in position. Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Herter's checked in for Robinson, and Sasser's subbed in for Jenkins.
And you know what you've got to respect about a guy like Harris? He has been in a lot of different uniforms over the course of his career, but he's been productive everywhere he's been.
And here's Green from the arc. Rebound Detroit. It was a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
I love the defensive pressure they created in their last meeting, forcing turnovers and keeping the offense off kilter.
Well, turning defense into offense is important, and they did it at the highest level in that one.
Here's Pajemski following the score by Detroit. The three from Curry. Doesn't go there. Now he's 6 for 9.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Harris against Porzingis. Lets it fly. Harris passes to Duran. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. And it's a 10-point Detroit lead.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
They're firing on all cylinders, executing the game plan coming in.
Now here's Curry. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Harris on the wing. Banked it in off the glass. Harris has got 18 points in the game.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Back to Curry, beyond the arc. And the Warriors with another three.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Now here's Pajemski. His last outing, he had 18 points. Pass to Green. Porzingis with a screen on Thompson. And here's Green from the arc. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And here's Duran. Back to Sasser. Detroit moving the ball around. Now here's Harris. The 3 ball. Warriors with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Curry. Green in the post. Herter defending. Back to Curry. Lets it fly. The rebound by Detroit. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
Well, that's the big challenge. Teams tend to feel more comfortable at home for sure, so you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. That just didn't happen in this one.
They have no answer defensively inside.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Curry. Nice move. They kick it out to Porzingis. From outside, off the mark. Now Herter. Duran with a screen on Green. For 3, here's Harris. It's been all about Tobias Harris for the Pistons. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. Back after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. They've got Gary Payton II. He's out there with Quentin Post. And it's Pajemski in at the point guard. Tim, how do you like this blend for the new Pistons? Wily veterans alongside the new blood.
I love the way they have built this team. Shooting was their Achilles heel, but these veterans bring spacing and savvy.
Picked by Reed. Herter from long range. Sinks the tray. Herter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the 3. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Guys?
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Now here's Sasser. Still no points. And Detroit another 3.
Now shooting the 3 ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
Down low. Now here's Pajemski. He's closely guarded. And there it is for him.
Hey, if you give him room, he's going to score the ball.
The Pistons lead by 4. LeVert passes to Reed. Here's Herter. Back to Reed. And again, it's Detroit converting. So it's the Warriors now. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. Inside. Oh, it's stolen away. Sasser with the ball. Now Pajemski defending. Pass to LeVert. Deflects the pass. Now here's Payton. Tight defense on him. Now Pajemski. Here's Spencer. The 3 is up. He drops it from range. Spencer's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So for the Pistons, Duren, he's checked in for Reed. Robinson comes in for LeVert. Jenkins comes in for Sasser. Three minutes of action thus far in the second. Here's Jenkins. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Magic in Orlando.
And he promoted team chemistry. That's how you do it, by moving the ball.
Here's Post. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And now just a 1-point Pistons lead.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Pass to Holland. Now Robinson. Detroit moving the ball around. From the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. Robinson's got 6.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Melton outside. Now Payton. Here's Santos. No points yet. From deep, Melton. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 4 rebounds now. Herter from long range. The rebound by Post.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
Payton passes to Melton. Post with it. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Curry. Holland with the rebound.
he didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Duren. Here's Holland. Hey, expanding his range. The shot won't fall. Here's Santos. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Houston. Got it.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Thompson, he's checked in for Detroit. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Pajimski comes in for Peyton. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Now here's Thompson. 8 points in his last time out. Here's Holland. For three, Robinson. Hits the three-pointer. Robinson's got 9 points.
That's his second triple this quarter after hitting one earlier. This is how you space the floor.
Curry from deep three-point land. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Jenkins. Shoots. Here's Holland. Here's the three. And there's the call on Jalen Duren. That's his first foul. Warriors trail by 4. Outside Curry. Pass to Santos. Outside Green. And the Warriors miss again. Detroit has gotten only 4 of 9 from beyond the arc here in the second. Outside Robinson. Shoots over Curry. Robinson can't hit. The Warriors have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Outside Green. Pass to Santos. From deep, Melton. And the Warriors miss again. Detroit leading by 4. Duren in the post. Working on Green. Here's Holland. Robinson for 3. Now here's Duren. 6 points for him. Here's Jenkins. Drills it from deep. Jenkins has got his second basket of the game.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Pass to Curry. Three-pointer. Curry splashes it in.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
And Stephen Curry's been so good for so long. Tim, we tend to forget that early ankle injuries held him back.
Yeah, really, Brian, hard to imagine what he's overcome. Surgery in seasons 2 and 3 that strengthened his lower body and got those ankle braces. Sports medicine has unleashed a killer.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. The Pistons making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Porzingis is checked in for the Warriors. Up top, Thompson. Pass to Jenkins. And here is Thompson, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Robinson gets the bucket.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Warriors trail by 7. Now Curry. He's got 25. Curry from inside.
And Curry is really putting his stamp on this one.
The Pistons lead by 5. Pass to Thompson. Harris on the wing. Green covering. Here's Jenkins. Fires for 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
Outside for Green. Melton on the wing. Takes the 3. Nails it from 3. And now it's just a 2-point Detroit lead.
Passing has always been a big part of Green's game. He makes reads that other guys would never see.
Pass to Robinson. There's the 3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
He is lighting them up from range this period. This team has made a concerted effort to get him shots.
Melton with the ball. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Curry's shot is off.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Here we go, one-on-one. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
Here's Jenkins. 6 points for him. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Now here's Melton. Outside Curry. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Detroit. Duran's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Jenkins. Melton covers. Duran with the bucket. And it's a 7-point Pistons lead.
Well, that right there is Duran's workshop. When he's that close to the bucket, he is awfully difficult to handle.
Pass to Melton. Outside Porzingis. Five to shoot. From deep, Melton. The kick out, Curry. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
Whoo, this guy is as hot as they come from distance. Defensively, you almost have to pick him up once he crosses half court.
Here's Jenkins. Back to Robinson. Fires from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. Jenkins has got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Curry passes to Porzingis. Got a hand on it.
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duran, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
Detroit leading by 5. Here's Jenkins. He's got 9. 41 seconds left in the second period. Harris outside. And it's off from 3-point range. And the Warriors shooting 56% today. Pass to Porzingis. Outside, Green. Porzingis sets a screen. Launches it. And it's Green missing.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
And Thompson gets it to go.
That was not an easy move. I mean, especially against that length.
Well, that's a tough shot. The contested mid-range jumper, not exactly an analytics favorite.
Curry gets the bucket.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over tonight. He is playing great basketball.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Pistons ahead, up 4. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
On the court now with JB Bickerstaff. Coach, as we approach the second half, what's going to be the deciding factor?
Just maintain. I think there were some things defensively that we left on the table where we gave up some cheap ones because we didn't communicate. So we solved those. I think we give ourselves a good shot going into the half.
All right, thanks so much, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The Detroit Pistons finding themselves in a closely contested game.
I love how they're running their offense. They look sharp.
Yeah, hitting shots at a high clip. They'll need more of the same to pull away in this one.
Let's take a moment now and swing on over to the playoff picture in the Eastern Conference.
Checking out the Pistons, the last game of their season, and plenty to play for. They're still holding that #1 spot in the conference. They'll need to protect it.
Always great to see meaningful games down the stretch. They all count. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Harrison Duran together in the middle. Then it's Asar Thompson. Then it's Duncan Robinson. And it's Jenkins in at the point guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. That one drops for him.
Well, defending Curry before he catches the ball is so important. He's got such a quick release.
Tim, it was pretty unique to hear the Warriors vets say they don't want a team to mortgage the future trying to chase one more ring.
Really shows you the selflessness of this group. Here you've got Steph Curry, a top 10 player in league history, who maybe would want one because there's no time like the present.
Thinking more like a GM than he is a star player.
Smart. Keep that cupboard stocked.
Now here's Melton. Outside Curry. From deep. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Pass to Duran. Now here's Robinson. Driving inside. And a big finish by Robinson.
Yeah, because Duran is such a big, physical, athletic guy, it's easy to overlook his incredible passing, but that's one of his core strengths.
Melton finds Curry for the tie. Connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Back to you, B.A.
That's his superpower. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
And Legs, as someone who has seen some of the great perimeter defenders over the years, who's the best you've ever seen?
Well, the best defense, Brian, I ever played against were those mid-90s Bulls teams when you had to go up against Jordan and Pippen on either wing. And then more modern-day players like Drew Holiday, even a guy like Tony Allen when he was in Memphis, they stand out to me as well.
First team all defense, Tony Allen.
Year in, year out, a nightmare to go up against.
It's stolen by Green. Here's Santos. He's got 5. And again, no good by Golden State.
Their first miss after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
Robinson for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
His three-point mechanics have been flawless. Get him a clean look from deep, and he'll bury it.
Porzingis.
Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And the blocks leaders among small forwards. Coaches love to get strong defense out of the wings. You look at Thompson, a force on the defensive end. 3rd in the league in block shots.
These are some of the most athletic, relentless defenders in the league. They'll do whatever it takes to interfere with each and every shot.
Well, they are so determined to never quit on a play. They are going to be after you to try to alter or block a shot.
Pass to Harris. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Now Curry. Out left to the wing. Duran against Porzingis. Green with a screen on Robinson. And that one's good. Melton. Here's Jenkins. He's got 9. Robinson, a screen on Curry. Pass to Robinson. And he lobs it up to the rim. Duran, no good.
Using all of that size to create leverage and rip down that board.
And here's Melton. Here's Curry. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duran's got 9 rebounds now. To the paint. Here's Harris. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Well, Tim, you talk about an NBA physique. Jalen Duran is absolutely shredded.
Yeah, and he defies gravity too, B.A. What I like is he understands his game. He doesn't get outside of himself. He focuses on running the floor and then getting eye level with the rim.
Capable of playing both the 3 and 4 spots, Harris's versatility is his greatest strength.
Outside Curry. Porzingis sets a screen. On the wing, Green. For 3. Duran with a rebound. Detroit has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. To the middle. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Outside Curry. Puts up a 3. And the Warriors miss again. The Pistons leading. Down low. Here's Robinson. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Robinson's got 7 now in this quarter.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Melton outside. Outside Curry. Oh, Curry, what a tough finish.
And I'm not sure Curry could make that shot early in his career. He has added some strength over the years.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Jenkins. Three-pointer. Hits the trifecta. Jenkins has got 12 points in the game.
I just love the ball movement.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Trailing by 5. Now here's Melton. Here's Santos. Defended by Thompson. Outside, Green. Jacks up a 3. And there's Curry on the assist from Green. Green's got assist number 5 here tonight.
He was red hot from the 3 in the first half, and he is showing no signs of slowing down.
Here's Harris. Count that bucket. Harris has got 25 points in the game.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Over to the wing. Outside Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Good! Another from 3.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been.
Now it's a 4-way tie between himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Damian Lillard.
Golden State has got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the third quarter. Fires in the triple.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The Pistons trailing. Outside Robinson. Detroit moving the ball around. Thompson in the post. Pass to Jenkins. 6 on the shot clock. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Well, the Warriors shooting it well at 59%. Santos good.
Using his superb court vision, Green is able to routinely find his open teammate.
Here's Jenkins. He's got 12. And here's Duren. Pass to Harris. To stop the run. Yes, on the jumper. Harris has got 27 points. Now Curry. He's given them steady production at over 27 points a game. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Holland, he's checked in for Duren. The Warriors also with a sub. Pajemski's checked in. On defense, Detroit. Pass to Santos. And here's Pajemski. Now here's Melton. Robinson defending. Three-pointer off the mark.
Well, fortunately, as he searches for his scoring rhythm, they still have the lead for now.
Harris against Porzingis. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Pass to Pajemski. Here's Melton. Porzingis with a screen on Robinson. Outside Porzingis. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Detroit has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Right wing. Here's Jenkins. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Jenkins has got 14 points for the game.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Melton passes to Porzingis. Clock at 6. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
one falls for him. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, B.A., the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV?
Oh, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answer.
Pass to post, and there's a 3-second violation. All right, let's take this opportunity to look at the teams that are really sharing the ball over the last month. The fourth spot held by Detroit.
And over this last stretch, this team has been incredible passing the rock, playing great team basketball.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Here's Harris. Soft touch off the glass. Harris has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Porzingis surveying the floor. Herder defending. Takes it inside. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses.
Well, his job there was to get them the lead, and he did that.
Harris passes to Reed. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Each year, it feels like Harris becomes more and more versatile. He's really working to get others involved.
1:44 left in the third. Pass to post. Porzingis in the post. Pounded by Harris. 5 on the clock. Back to Porzingis. Pulls up on the wing. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Porzingis has got 8 points here in the quarter.
He gets a lot of his points on catch-and-shoot jumpers. Porzingis is always ready to let it fly if he's got the room.
Here's Harris. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
Well, and how about the damage they've done attacking the basket? The defense has had no answers for how to slow them down in that area. I love the aggressiveness.
Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Detroit. The Warriors also with a sub. Curry, he's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. And Harris drops them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Outside Pajemski. And 1:01 left in the third quarter here. To the inside. Oh, deflected. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Yeah, it's a street fight out there, and that's exactly how Duren likes to play.
Pajemski with it. He's got 5. Curry from deep and again for 3.
And of course it falls for him. And that three pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget.
Yeah, matching Clay's 14. One more shouldn't be too much to ask.
The offensive rebound. Duren with the bucket.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
The Warriors trailing. Outside Curry. Let's go with a three. Holland with a rebound. Holland's got 5 rebounds in the game. From downtown, Harris misses. It's been all about Tobias Harris for the Pistons. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We'll be right back after this word. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Brandon Pajemski out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Quentin Post. Then there's Gary Payton II. The Warriors shooting the rock at 58%. Outside Pajemski. Outside Curry. Stephen Curry! What a shot maker!
Love the intensity from Curry, finding a way to work through the contact.
It's stolen by Curry. Left side Pajemski. Pass to Curry. Outside Pajemski. Now here's Payton. Just 5 on the clock. Over Herter. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Curry's got 56 in the game.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
To the middle. Pass to Holland. Detroit moving the ball around. Now here's Duren. Guarded by Post. And here's LeVert for 3. Pajemski grabs the board. The Warriors leading. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And here's Post. The 3 connects again from distance.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful 3.
It's a new single-game high-water mark for triples.
And Klay Thompson's mark of 14 is finally bested. What a shooting display.
And the dunk by Duren.
And Jalen is just taking over in this one. This is how lethal of a player he can be.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. The Pistons making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Green's checked in for the Warriors. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Releases. Detroit with a rebound.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Pass to Holland. Shot is up. Misses the jumper. The Warriors lead by 3. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Outside Pajemski. Outside Payton. On the wing, Curry. Back to Payton. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. And the Warriors lead by 5.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Pass to Duren. Payton against Thompson. Thompson with a screen. Here's Sasser. And he's off on his first shot of the game.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, that's just a wasted opportunity.
Here's Pajemski. He buries it from 3. And now an 8-point Warrior lead.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Pass to Thompson. Duren, the screen. Thompson passes to Duren. Takes the 12-footer and hits it. Duren's got 10 points here in the second half.
And what's great about Duren's production is it's consistent and he plays to his strength.
And here's Post, covered by Duren. Pass to Curry. Another one goes! Incredible!
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Sasser outside. Duren with a screen on Payton. And he lobs it up. It's intercepted. Now here's Green. Outside Curry. Here's the pick. The 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
The shots are falling and he is making it look easy.
Pass to Thompson. There's Herter with the 3. Counted from distance.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
And the responses often come from the three-point line. That's just today's game.
Outside Curry from behind the arc. Detroit with a rebound. Holland's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Sasser. Fires the 3. They get it back. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And some changes here for Detroit. Harris is checked in for Holland. Robinson comes in for Herter. Jenkins comes in for Sasser.
As of right now, Jalen Duren kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
Here's Curry. Again, Golden State.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Harris. The 3 on target from range. Harris has got 14 points here in the second half.
Well, that's his first 3 of the half, and now he's got 4 made threes on the night.
Melton outside. Curry, a screen on Robinson. Outside Curry, 6 to shoot. From deep, Melton. Jenkins with a rebound. Pistons trail by 4. Pass to Duren. Here's Robinson. And again, it's Detroit converting.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
And at the right time, they could have let this game get away from them, but they never stopped believing.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. And the Warriors lead by 5.
Incredible. 7 for 8 in the fourth. He's been huge for this team down the stretch.
Duren finds Robinson. Here's Jenkins. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Outside Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. From deep, Melton. Detroit has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Pass to Robinson. Fires the 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Santos. The 3 is up. Duren with the rebound. Duren's...
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Now Robinson. Pass to Thompson. Detroit moving the ball around. And here's Harris outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 7 rebounds in the game. Inside, Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
Outside Robinson. And a miss there on the triple. The Warriors lead by 7. Melton on the wing. Robinson defending. Curry passes to Melton. Here's Santos. Right side Curry. Green, a screen. And it's good! He hits another one. 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
Robinson on the wing. Pass to Duren. Here's Thompson. It's stolen by Curry. Outside Porzingis. Let's loose for 3. And he nails it.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Here's Jenkins. Harris down low, working on Green. Duren the screen. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
And Duren doesn't fear the contact. In fact, he welcomes it when he's trying to score.
And that one misses.
Well, you talk about using your size. Jalen Duren's focus is always on exactly that. He's on the floor looking for blocks, boards, and inside offensive production. Anywhere his physicality can give him an edge.
And the second free throw is good. The Warriors lead by 11. Curry fires! Ooh, the three doesn't go. The Pistons shooting right around 40% since the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
Fires the three. Duran pulls it down. Well, Detroit's shooting has been great this game, 58%. Here's Harris. Bucket! It goes!
Yeah, this is Tobias Harris at his best. When he finds a rhythm like he has tonight, he can be really effective offensively.
On the wing, Curry. Now Porzingis. Green outside. Now Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. Yes! Kristaps showing some range.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them one.
Harris. Not that time. And here are the Warriors now. They're on a 13-3 run. Here's Curry. Here's Santos. Porzingis! Booyah! He sinks the triple.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Warriors.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And looking at their record after this victory, this will be their 37th of the year.
And with this victory, they managed to avoid the embarrassment of getting totally swept in this season series.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Stephen Curry.
Well,
he got it again! Sensational!
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in a game ever. He is hitting everything.
It is truly one of the greatest games in league history. He can't miss.
73. What a number. Tying Wilt, Luka, and David Thompson. Only Wilt and Kobe have more in a single game.
And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Draymond, you were stacking the assists. How much do you take it on yourself to be a playmaker for this team?
I play with a lot of great players. I just try to find them in the spots that they like the ball. And guys really shooting the ball well. I've been a playmaker on this team for some years now, and that's my job. So just try to get them the ball in spots on the floor that they like.
You always bring it on both ends. Thanks, Draymond.
All right, thanks, Allie. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And let's reveal our player of the game, Stephen Curry.